This meeting is being recorded.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa alihi wa sahbihi mawalah. Today, inshallah, we are moving to lesson 9, and it is of 2 parts. So let's say 3 parts, inshallah. In the first part, we are learning what we call it an-na'at wal man'ut. Na'at and man'ut. Na'at in Arabic language is adjective. We have na'at in Arabic is adjective. So we have man'ut. So in another word, they call na'at sifa. So meaning that sifa is a synonym to na'at. Sifa, sifatun, or na'atun. Nun, ayn, and ta bitanwin. Ta tanwin bil-dam. Na'atun. This one, sorry. We have na'at. This is na'at. So it is also known as what? As what? As sifatun. Sifatun. Sifa ta tanwin bil-dam. Sifatun. So in this lesson, inshallah, we are going to learn the adjective in Arabic language. The adjective in Arabic follows the noun it qualifies. That is, unlike in English, it comes after the noun. So, and they give you one example here, which is baytun jadidun. Baytun jadidun. Baytun is a house. Jadidun is an adjective qualifying bayt. So, and jadidun means new. So we call this one na'at, which is adjective in Arabic language. Na'at, and you have known it, it is here, na'at, which is adjective in Arabic language. You can see that na'at comes after the noun. Unlike in English language, whereby you see noun coming after the adjective. That is, the adjective comes first in English language, but in Arabic language, it is opposite. The adjective comes after the noun that it qualifies. So we have baytun jadidun, a new house. Baytun jadidun, a new house. So in Arabic, the adjective is called na'at. Na'atun. What did I call it? Na'atun. Please say it. I want to hear you saying na'atun. Are you there with me? Am I communicating?
Na'am.
Na'atun. Say it.
Na'atun.
I want everyone to say it. Na'atun.
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 Yes, 2 persons. Mr. Musa Sadiq. Mr. Adibola.
Hello, I can't hear you. Hello?
Hello? Okay. Hello? Hello?
I can't hear him too.
Sorry, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So I don't know how and why I got muted. What is happening here? Okay, we have man'ut, and man'ut is the noun that the na'at is qualifying. So that is what we call man'ut. For example, in baytun jadidun, which of the two words is na'at? Who can tell me the na'at? The adjective.
Jadidun.
Jadidun is the adjective. So meaning that baytun would be what? Would be mani'ud, because it is the noun that jadid is qualifying. So we have baytun jadidun. Jadid is adjective, which is na'atun. So, and we have told us that in Arabic language, and na'at, which is adjective, comes after noun in Arabic language. So contrary to English language, whereby we see adjective coming before the noun that it is qualifying. So we should understand that very well. So they said in Arabic, the adjective is called na'at, and the noun it qualifies is called man'ut. The adjective is in agreement with the noun in the following matters. We have some matters, like 4 matters. So that in these matters, the adjective is in agreement. Do you know agreement? So you should have learned English. Concords and agreement in English language. You should have learned that. So we have what we call agreement. So in these matters, the na'at and man'ut are what? Are having the same pattern. For example, in gender, whether mudhakkar, masculine, or mu'annath. Mudhakkar or mu'annath. The adjective of a masculine noun is masculine. So when you see baytun is masculine. Hence, the adjective should be, the na'at should be what? Should be masculine as well. We have baytun jadidun. The noun here, which is man'ut, the qualified noun, it is man'ut. The qualified noun here is what? Is mudhakkar. So the qualifier, which is adjective, should be what? It should be masculine as well. So that is why we have baytun jadidun. Qalamun is masculine or feminine? Who can answer that? Qalamun is masculine or feminine?
Masculine.
Masculine. Okay, I want to say now, new pen. How do I say it in Arabic?
Now?
New pen. Or a new pen.
Qalamun jadid. Qalamun jadidun.
Do I say qalamun jadidun or qalamun jadidatun?
No, qalamun jadidun.
Very good. Qalamun jadidun, because the man'ut is masculine, hence the na'atu should also be masculine. Get it? So they are in agreement in this matter. In gender. They are in agreement in what? In gender. So the adjective of a masculine noun is masculine, and that of a feminine noun is feminine as well. When we have sayyaratun. Okay, it is here. Sayyaratun. Sayyaratun is a masculine or feminine? Who can tell me the answer? Sayyaratun. With
Feminine.
It's the feminine.
The feminine.
We see tamarbuto. When I want to say a new car, how do I say it?
Sayyaratun jadidatun.
Sayyaratun jadidatun. I cannot say sayyaratun jadid. I cannot say sayyaratun jadidun. It is sayyaratun jadidatun. Someone said, I cannot see the screen. Can you all see the screen?
Naam. Can see this
English.
I
point.
can see it now.
Okay, alhamdulillah. طيب. So we have sayyaratun jadida. So here we have waladun sagirun. Waladun is a masculine. Sagirun means small. Sagirun is small. When you have waladun, you qualify it with what? With a masculine na'at. So waladun will be man'ut, while sagirun will be na'at. Waladun sagirun, a small boy. Kitabun jadidun, a new book. Bintun sagiratun. Now we have bintun. You can notice that we have bintun. Bintun is what? It's a feminine. We have told us that this is one of the feminine in open ta form. In open ta form, we have ukhtun, we have bintun in open ta form. So we have bintun sagiratun, a small girl. Bintun sagiratun. You can also say sagirun because the man'ut is mu'annath, is feminine. So the na'atu should also be mu'annath, should also be feminine. We have sayyaratun jadidatun, a new car. So that is the first one. The second matter in which na'at and man'ut are in agreement. The second matter in which na'at and man'ut are in agreement is what? Is being definite or indefinite. Being definite or what? Or indefinite. So if the noun is definite, the adjective is also definite. If the noun is definite, the adjective is also definite. And if the noun is indefinite, so also is the adjective. So if the noun is indefinite, so also is the adjective. That is, the adjective should also be indefinite. Let us look at the examples given here. We have Bilalun. Bilalun. Bilal is mubtada here. Is what? Is mubtada, as you have learned. Mudarrisun. Mudarrisun. Mudarrisun is what? Is khabar. And we want to qualify that khabar to be so that that khabar will be man'ut. Because a single noun could be three things at the same time. It could be in three grammatical conditions at a specific time. So we have mudarrisun jadidun. Mudarrisun jadidun. What is meaning of mudarrisun jadidun? We have new teacher. We have Bilalun. Bilal. Mudarrisun jadidun is a new teacher. So you can see that here when we have tanween as mudarrisun, indefinite. Mudarrisun here is indefinite. Jadidun should also be indefinite. Mudarrisun is man'ut, which is indefinite because of tanween. There's no alif and lam there. So when the na'at, when the adjective comes after the noun, the qualified noun, that adjective, which we call na'atun, should also be indefinite, should also be in tanween. Do you understand? So I cannot say Bilalun mudarrisun al-jadid. That is what? That is an error. It is not done. It is not done. So like that, it is not said like that. It is mudarrisun jadidun. Now, as far as your level is concerned, you have to notice this. Bilal mudarrisun jadidun is a new teacher. So now, when you come to the second example given here is al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. You can notice it. Al-mudarrisu al-jadidu, the new teacher. The new teacher. So here you should notice that I didn't translate it to the teacher is new. When you want to say the teacher is new, you have expressed what we call mubtada and khabar. That would be al-mudarrisu jadidun. The teacher is new. But when you are talking about noun and adjective, You say al-mudarrisu al-jadidu, the new teacher. So meaning that when you are talking about na'at and man'ut, both should have the same the same alif and lam, the alif and lam or tanween. Both should have alif and lam or both should have tanween. When you see alif and lam in one and the other one carries tanween, you should know that that is not na'at and man'ut. That would fall under what? That would fall under al-mubtada and what? And khobar. So here we have al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. We have the new teacher, fil fasli, is in the class, is in the class. The new teacher is in the class. That is the second matter in which al-na'at and man'ut are in agreement. The first one is what? The first one is what? The first matter in which na'at and man'ut are in agreement is what? Who can tell me? Who can remind me? Are you with me? That shouldn't take any time. The first one is what?
Na'at.
Na'at?
Na'at.
Not na'at. You are not with me. The first one is gender. Someone wrote gender here. So the first one is what? Gender. The second one is what?
Being definite or indefinite.
Being definite or please follow the class. This is very important. It is not something we just read and read the meaning. It is very simple for us. Very easy as well. To just read the meaning for you. Al-mudarrisu al-jadid, the new teacher is in the class. But here we are teaching you the important informations, the important lessons in each in each of the lessons in this book. So the things that you must know as far as the contents of the book are concerned. So those are what we are teaching you, and you have to concentrate because we are learning Nahu now. So we are learning what? Nahu, Arabic, what do you call it? Arabic syntax. So that is what exactly we are learning now. So we have Al-Mudarrisu Al-Jadid, the new teacher, fil fasli. So we told others that Na'at and Man'ut are in agreement in some things. So one of which is gender. So one of which is being definite or indefinite, and the last one is what? Is case. So he said the adjective is in the same case as the noun. So هذا بيت جديد. هذا بيت جديد. هذا بيت جديد. أنا في بيت جديد. البيت الجديد جميل. What do we mean by case? The case means like fathatan, fatha, kasra, or dhamma. So fatha, kasra, or dhamma. Or we call it al-rafa'u, al-nasbu, al-rafa'u, al-jar. Or al-rafa'u, al-nasbu, al-jar. Dhamma, fatha, or kasra. So those are the case in Arabic language. So when you have your man'ut as mansub, that is a word carrying fatha, your na'at must also follow it in that case. It must carry fatha. When I say qalaman, ra'aytu, I saw, qalaman. When I want to qualify qalaman with new, when I want to qualify qalaman with new in this expression, how do I say it? Would I say I ra'aytu qalaman jadidun? Is that correct? It is not correct. So I would say ra'aytu qalaman jadidan. Ra'aytu qalaman.
I can't hear you.
So because Assalamu alaikum, the man'ut carries fathatan, so the na'at should also carry fathatan. I don't know why this thing is getting muted. I don't know. Okay, please, when you can't hear me, please let me know, because I don't know what is happening. I will just get muted. And okay, so ra'aytu qalaman jadidan. I saw a new pen. Ra'aytu qalaman jadidan. I saw a new pen. So hadha qalamun jadidun. This is a new pen. Hadha qalamun jadidun. This is a new pen. Ana fi baytin jadidin. Ana fi baytin jadidin. Because bayt is what? Is maksura bit-tanwin. So it carries tanwin bil kasr. It carries tanwin bi al kasr. So that means that the na'at must also carry tanwin bil kasr. So I hope you understand. We have we said that an-na'at is following man'ut in gender, like kitabun jadidun, bintun bintun sagiratun, waladun sagirun, kitabun jadidun, sayyaratun jadidatun. That is in gender, feminine, masculine, masculine. The same, the second one is what? Being definite or indefinite. We have, for example, al-kitabu al-jadidu, that is definite. Kitabun jadidun, a new book. Al-kitabu al-jadidu, the new book. Al-mudarrisu al-qadimu, the old teacher. So, mudarrisun qadimun, a old teacher. So that is in being definite or indefinite. And the last one is case. And we say case means being having fatha or kasra or dhamma. When you see man'ut having kasra, the na'at must also have kasra. When man'ut is having fatha, the na'at must also have fatha. And when man'ut is having dhamma, the na'at must also have dhamma. Do you understand? Do you have any question regarding this? Any question? So you should understand that, inshallah. Okay. And here, there is an important message here, very important. So if you are not with us before, please, I want you to be with us now, wholeheartedly. So don't do any other thing here. Please tell the people beside you that you want to learn something very important now. So we have adjectives ending in alif and nun. We have adjectives ending in alif and nun. In the scale of what? Fa'lan, 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 fa'lan. Can you say that? Fa'lan. Who can say that for me?
فعلان
Fa'lan.
فعلان
Fa'lanu.
فعلان
Not fa'lanu. Fa'lanu. Fa'lanu with dhamma.
ملان ملان
Not
ملاعن
nun. No, with dhamma, not tanwin, not dhammatan.
فعلان فعلان
Aywa. Fa'lanu. Aywa.
فعلان
Aywa. Na'am. That is the scale. So when you have adjective with this scale, generally in Arabic language, fa'lan comes with the meaning of something being empty or full. Now, with the meaning of something being empty or what? Or full. So that is the general meaning of fa'ilan in Arabic language. Any word that you see, any word that you see with these scales, mostly its meaning will come to that meaning. So its meaning would meet that meaning. For example, you can say jaw'an. When you say jaw'an, what is the meaning? Hungry. It means that your stomach is empty. When you say shab'an, that is, I'm full. That is, I'm okay. So that is, you have You have filled your belly. You have filled your stomach with what? With food. So that is the meaning of shab'an. That means that you are loaded already. So, and when you say ana gorduban, you are angry. That is, you are empty of your what? Of your brain, because your brain is what? Is empty. That is why an angry man, when you push him like this, you will just see that the person will fall down like. So, yeah, a good Muslim doesn't become hungry. So لا تغضب فردد مرارا قال لا تغضب. So even when you are hungry, so you have to limit your hunger. So even though the Prophet used to be angry, but angry to the level that you'll be fighting, or you remove your clothes. We go finish it today. No, you don't do that. It's a sensible Muslim, even not a Muslim, a sensible person doesn't do that. So you have to control your anger. Just say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, and everything is gone already. So what we are saying now in essence is that we have kaslan. When someone is lazy, because I know you are not lazy. So the people here are not lazy. But let me say, when someone is lazy, so I know the people here are following the class. I know they are revising. They are revising the previous lessons. They are not lazy. But if you have not been revising the previous lessons, it means you are lazy. So kaslanu means that a lazy. So Ojawaan, hungry. Atoshan, thirsty. Gobuban, angry. Mal'an, full. So when you have this as what? As adjectives, it doesn't come with tanween. It doesn't come with what? With tanween. So rajulun kaslanu. We don't say kaslanun. Do you understand? Because we said that it also follows it in case. But the case here will remain in what? In dhamma, in kasla, in fa'ilanu. In dhamma, just one dhamma. You don't say rajulun kaslana. No, in dhamma. You will put dhamma, but don't put tanween. That is the ruling in Arabic language. So ra'aytu rajulan kaslana. I saw a what? A lazy man. So we don't put tanween. So that is the part one. Do you have any question in part one before we move to part two? If there is no question, let us move, inshallah. So in this part, we learn adjective qualifying a definite noun. Adjective qualifying a what? A definite noun. So al-mudarrisu here. Aina al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. Aina al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. Al-mudarrisu here. Sorry. Aina al-mudarrisu al-jadid. Al-mudarrisu here, is it a definite or indefinite? Al-mudarris, it is definite. It is definite. It's ma'rifa. Ma'rifa. So al-jadidu must also be what?
Definite.
It must also be definite. So aina al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. Aina al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. Where is the new teacher? Aina al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. Where is the new teacher? Aina al-mudarrisu al-jadidu. Where is the new teacher? So al-mudarrisu al-jadid is the new teacher. Do you understand? So we have what we call relative pronoun. Relative pronoun in Arabic language is referred to as alladhi. Alladhi. Alladhi tattali'u ala al-af'ida. Sorry, allati. That one is allati, but it's the same thing. We have alladhi and we have allati. We have allati for feminine, while alladhi for masculine. Allati for feminine, while alladhi for masculine. Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas. Alladhi jama'a malan wa iddada. So that is what we call a relative pronoun. If it refers to a human being, it is to be translated who in English. Who is alladhi who. So, and if it refers to an animal or a thing, it is to be translated to what? To which. For example, ar-rajulu, the man, alladhi who. Do you understand? Ar-rajulu alladhi, the man who. That alladhi means who in English language. It is a relative pronoun. Ar-rajulu alladhi, the man who kharaja, went out, min al-masjid, of the mosque, al-an, just now. Tajirun shahirun is a famous merchant. It is a famous trader. Ar-rajulu alladhi kharaja min al-masjid al-an tajirun shahir. Because that alladhi here is referring to a human being. So we have to translate it to what? Who. But when it is referring to an animal or a thing, it would be translated to which. Al-baytu alladhi amama al-masjid. Al-baytu alladhi amama al-masjidi lil-imam. The house which is in front of the mosque belongs to the imam. The house which is in front of the mosque belongs to the imam. So we have alladhi here, meaning which in English language. You have to note that alladhi and alladhi meaning who and alladhi meaning which. The same thing applies to allati. Al-mar'atu or al-ummu, the mother, allati who waqafat, stood, amam al-bayt, in front of the house. Imra'atun azizatun, or imra'atun or tajiratun kabiratun. So al-muhim, so allati in that context means who, allati. So when you say as-sayyaratu allati ishtaraytuha, the car which I bought, which as-sayyara, because sayyara is a thing, it's not a human being. So you cannot say who. So we have to note that as well. Only note that when li, which we have learned that when you see li, lam with kesra, you have learned that in the previous lesson that it means something belonging to another thing or another person or someone. So we have li. So that li, when it precedes al-imam, it becomes what? It becomes lil-imam. That alif is what? Is omitted. The alif of lam of al is omitted. And I've told you that when I was explaining al-ma'rifa wa nakira to you, I told you, if you can remember, that the scholars have two opinions on that. They said, al-Basriyun, they said alif, they said just that lam alone, that lam that has sukun on it alone is the one giving effect of what? Of al-ma'rifa, of definite. It is the definite article in the al-baytu, al-babu, that lam. We just bring that alif, which we call hamza to waslin, because we cannot start Arabic language with lam sakina, or with harf, with a letter that has sukun. So when a letter starting a word in Arabic language and that letter is having sukun, we must bring that alif, which we call hamza to waslin. So if you learn At-Tibyan methodology in An-Nubalaa, you should have understood that. So hamza to waslin tasqutu waslan nabda'u biha This hamza to waslin, tasqutu waslan. When you join it with another word, when another word precedes hamza to waslin, tasqutu waslan, it would be silent. It will not be pronounced. The same thing applies here. When you see li here, so it will be silent first and it will not be written as well. So it will not be written as well. Then you say li, lam, qamariya, muzhara, lil. So for those who have learned Tibian in, or who are learning Tibian in An-Nubalaa, so for those who have not learned Tibian, you can register for that course as well. So we have some classes for that, and a class is also ongoing now. So, but even though this class is the class is purely Arabic, because the attendants or the participants in the class are all from Saudi Arabia. So it is, but we have private sessions for those who can afford that. So it's just little change, inshallah. So we have lil imami, al imamu, lil mudarrisi, al mudarrisu. So we have al mudarrisu. When you add that li for the teacher, so that alif would be omitted. So the fourth note here is what? Is inda, meaning with, inda, with. The noun following inda, it has kasra ending it. We have al-mudarrisu inda al-mudiri. The teacher is with the headmaster. So you should notice that inda al-mudiri. So we will not say inda al-mudiru. Inda al-mudir. You say al-talibu, the student. Inda al-babi. Inda al-babi. Inda al-mudarrisi. Inda al-muallimi. That is how you say. You have to end it with what? With kasra. But the concept here is alladhi. We are taking this concept fast, inshallah. Alladhi. We have alladhi. What is the meaning of alladhi? So it means who. When it is referring to human beings, it means which for non-human beings. We have we said alladhi. Why is it used? It is used to provide additional information. Alladhi is used to provide additional information. So, for example, let us take this ad-darsu tasi' from your book. Iqra, read. We have ad-darsu tasi'. At-talibu, the student, min Indonesia. Min Indonesia. At-talibu min Indonesia. The student is from Indonesia. But there is something here which is being omitted here. So we are going to see it. الطالب الذي خرج من الفصل الآن. الطالب الذي خرج من الفصل الآن. It is called جملة اعترابية in Arabic language. It is a jumla that is used to provide additional information. If you remove it, you can see that it is a complete sentence. When I say at-talibu min Indonesia, the student is from Indonesia, it is a complete sentence. But when I say alladhi kharaja min al-fasl al-an, who left the class right now, I'm providing additional information about the student. That is the usage of alladhi in Arabic language. Al-kitabu alladhi ala al-maktabi lil-mudarris. You may not see alladhi ala al-maktabi here. So it is a typographical error. We have alladhi ala al-maktabi. The book which is on the table, lil-mudarrisi, belongs to the teacher. Lil-mudarrisi belongs to the teacher. Li means belongs. Do you understand? Li means belong. When I say Li Abdul Aziz belongs to Abdul Aziz. هذا القلم, this pen, لعبد العزيز, belongs to Abdul Aziz. هذه القلنسوة, this cap, صادق or صديق, belongs to Sadiq or Sadiq. That is it. So when you say liman hadha al-qalam al-jamil, liman hadha al-qalam al-jamil, to who belongs this beautiful pen? To who belongs this beautiful pen? Then you want to add an additional information. Alladhi ala al-maktabi, which is on the desk. Alladhi ala al-maktabi, which is on the desk. So that is what we use alladhi for in Arabic language. So al-baytul kabir, the big house, alladhi fi dhalika ash-shari', which is in that street. Ash-shari' means street. Ash-shari' means street in this context. In this context. So lil wazir belongs to the minister. Al-wazir means the minister. So that is the conventional meaning of wazir. Conventional meaning of wazir. Even though we have wazir, which does not mean minister, which means a title given by monarch in some probably in the north or in Yoruba. In Southwest, for example, we have wazir. Doesn't mean minister. It is just a title. Yeah, okay. Now we have as-sarir, the bed, which is in the room of Khalid. Alladhi fi ghurfati Khalid maksurun, is broken. So we have understood from what we have been reading that alladhi, when it is referring to human being, it means who. When alladhi is referring to non-human being, it means which. And it is used to provide additional information. Now they want to do a summary for you here. We have baytun jadidun, a new house. Baytun is mani'utun, while jadidun is what? Is na'atun. We have al-kalimat al-jadida, new words here. We have al-maktaba, library, al-madrasa, the school, al-thanawiyya, secondary, al-an, right now, al-an, right now. You have to know that. Al-an, right now. When I say do it, al-an, if'alhu al-an, do it now. Al-wazir, the minister, al-mirwaha, the fan, shahir, famous. Al-mustawsaf, the clinic. Hadun, sharp. The second concept, which is adjective. So here, I want someone to tell me the Arabic or the correct translation for these sentences. Big house, who can tell me that? The correct translation for big house in Arabic.
Al-Bayt al-Kabir.
Big, I didn't say the big house. Big house.
بيت كبير.
Okay. So
بيت كبير.
when I want to say the big house, how do I say it?
البيت الكبير.
البيت الكبير. Is it correct to say البيت كبير?
No, it's not correct.
Is it correct to say البيت الكبيرة?
لا.
It's not correct. So it is correct to say البيت الكبيرة أو الكبيرة. البيت الكبيرة.
لا.
Both have alif lam now.
البيت, yes, but one has tanween.
No, البيت الكبيرة, not tanween.
Yes, they are not with the same case.
Yes, they must conform they must have a conformed case. Okay, we have small house. How do I say small house? Who can tell me that?
بيت صغير.
Is it بيت صغيرة?
بيت صغيرة.
No. What is the correct answer?
بيت
صغير. نعم.
بيت صغيرة.
Not Sagiratun. Nobody knows the answer. Only one person in the
I
class.
think Sagirun.
Baytun Sagirun. Not Sagiro. Baytun is a masculine. So the Na'atu should also be masculine as well. So thick book. What is the meaning of thick? Thick. Slim book. Huh? Thick means thaqil, and slim is what? Is nahif in Arabic. Kitabun thaqil, kitabun nahif. Or you say new car. How do I say new car in Arabic? Who is telling me that?
Sayaratun
سيارة جديدة.
Jadidatun.
Sayaratun
Jadidatun.
Jadidatun. Very good. Not Jadidun. It is Jadidatun. Because the mani'ut is what? Is mu'annath. It's feminine. So the na'at should also be feminine. Sayaratun Jadidatun. How about old car? How do I say it? Old car. Nobody knows that. We have a few minutes left. Qadimatun. Sayyaratun qadimatun. You get it? Tall tree. Who can try? Tall tree. I need.
Sajaratun tawilun.
Say tawilun. Na'am.
Sajaratun tawilatun.
Very good. Shajaratun tawilatun. What about small? What is written here? Short tree. Short is qasira. Qasiratun.
سيارة قصيرة.
Shajaratun. No, shajaratun. Shajaratun qasiratun. Shajaratun qasiratun. Very good. So, na'at man'ut. It is a word that tells us extra info about it now. We have qissatun tawilatun. Long story. Okay, they have translated it here. Baytun kabirun, big house. Madinatun jamilatun, beautiful house. So you can see that it is telling us extra information about it now. So we have references from the Quran. We have قَدْ جَاءَكُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ نُورٌ وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. وَكِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. كِتَابٌ مُبِينٌ. So kitab is man'ut, mubin is na'at, luminous book. Luminous book. Kitabun mubin. Clear book. Khuluqin azim. Wa innaka la'ala khuluqin azim. And you undoubtedly possess excellent manners. And you undoubtedly possess excellent manners. We have khuluq as manners, and azim is what? Is excellent. We have azim as na'at. Khuluq is what? Is man'ut. You should notice that khuluqin here is having tanwin bil kasri, that is kasratan. So azimin, which is na'at, must also follow it in that case. And both are what? Are masculine, because khuluq is what? Is masculine. We have azimin as what? As masculine as well. So we have it in gender, and in khuluq is indefinite. Khuluqin is indefinite. So azimin should also be indefinite. I hope you understand. We have وَجَاءَهُمْ رَسُولٌ كَرِيمٌ. Rasulun Karimun. We have Rasulun, which is man'ut, messenger. Karimun is honorable, honorable messenger, and honorable messenger. Rasulun is nakira, is indefinite. Which is man'ut is nakira. Karimun should also be nakira. That is na'at, must also be nakira. Man'ut is mudhakkar, which is masculine. Karimun should also be mudhakkar, which is masculine as well. We have as-sirat al-mustaqim. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. As-sirat al-mustaqima. You can see fatha mustaqima. It follows it in case, because we have fatha in as-sirata, which is man'ut, and na'atu should also have fatha at the end. We have alif and lam, which is definite article in al-man'ut. There must be definite article in what? In na'at as well, the straight path. And they are both are what? Are masculine. Adhabun azimun, rizqun karimun, fathun qaribun. So we have na'atun man'ut. It's a word that has extra information. We have read that before. Qissatun tawilatun. Qissatun is man'ut. Tawilatun is na'at. Baytun is man'ut. Baytun kabirun. Baytun is man'ut. Kabirun is na'at. Al-masjidu al-kabiru. The big masjid. So what do you think? Na'at and man'ut makes a complete sense? No, it doesn't make a complete sense. When you say the big house, it doesn't make a complete sense. When you say big house, it doesn't make a complete sense. When you say qissatun qasiratun, long story, it doesn't make a complete sense. It needs more information to make a complete meaningful sentence. We have na'atun. So how do they appear in a sentence? That is a question. How do they appear in a sentence? Na'at or adjective can come after mubtada and khabar. It can come after mubtada and when I say hadha baytun, this is a house. Hadha baytun, this is a house. That is a complete sentence. Now you want to qualify the house with something. You say kabirun. Hadha baytun kabirun. This is a big house. Hada would be mubtada. Baytun is khabar, man'ut. Khabar, man'ut. Then kabir will be na'at. Na'at for what? For baytun. So al-masjidul kabiru. The big masjid. Al-masjidu is mubtada. Al-kabiru is qualifying that masjid. That is na'at for mubtada. Then qaribun is what? Is khabar. The big masjid is near. So you should know that al-na'atu wal-man'ut here, al-masjidul kabir, which is al-na'atu wal-man'ut here is what? Is mubtada. Well, qaribun comes as what? As khabar. So these are how na'at and man'ut appear in a sentence, in Arabic sentence. So and we have told us before that they both match each other in 4 things. Indefinite or indefinite, number 1. In gender, number 2. So we didn't mention the number of singular or plural. When you when man'ut is mufrad, is singular, na'at must also be singular. When man'ut is what? Is dual, na'at must also be dual. When man'ut is plural, na'at must also be plural. So we may learn that inshallah next time. When you have al-kitabani, the 2 book, al-jadidani, the new 2 book, al-jadidan. You don't say al-jadidu because al-kitabani means the 2 books. So that al-jadid should also be al-jadidani. When you say al-muslimuna, the Muslims. When you say the good Muslim, al-muslimuna at-tayyibuna, the good Muslims. You don't say al-muslimuna at-tayyibu. You should add the waw and nun at the end. So they follow each other in what? Indefinite and indefinite, gender, numbers, which is singular or plural, and in i'rab, which is vowel sound on the last letter, which we called case in the lesson. So I think this would be the end of the lesson today. All what we may want to learn in the translations and solutions are all included in lesson. But just to read, we can just read it. So Al-Arabiyyatu, Arabic, Logatun Jamilatun, is beautiful language. It's a beautiful language, sorry. Al-Arabiyyatu Logatun Jamil. You can see Logatun Jamil. Logatun is Mani'ut, Jamilatun is what? Is not. Ammarun, Ammar, Talibun Mushtahidun is a hard-working student. Mushtahidun here is not, while Talibun is Mani'ut. So therefore, they both have tanween and both have dhamma. So wa mahmudun talibun kaslanu with just one dhamma, not tanween. We have told us that when you have fa'lanu, you don't say fa'lanun, it is fa'lanu. And Mahmud is lazy student, is a lazy student. We have man and. Who are you? Ana talibun. I'm a student. Anta talibun jadid. Are you a jadidun? Are you a new student? Na'am, ana talibun jadid. Yes, I'm a new student. Now they told you to write, to read and write. You have to read it yourself. Muhammadun talibun qadim. Muhammad is an old student. Dhalika rajulu is that man. Mudarrisun jadidun, a new teacher. So hada darsun sahlun. This is easy lesson. This is an easy lesson. Hada darsun sahlun. So easy lesson, you can see darsun is man'ut, while sahlun is na'atun. They both are masculine, having both having dhammatan, and both are singular, and as well both are indefinite. So we have muhandisun kabirun, big engineer. Bilalun muhandisun kabir, rajulun ganiyun, sorry, a rich man. Madinatun kabiratun, big city. Al-Qahira, Cairo, Madinatun kabira, is a big city. Anta mudarrisun qadim, are you an old teacher? Hamidu talibun kaslanu, is Hamid a lazy student? La huwa talibun mujtahid, no, is a hard-working student. So we have to read that yourself. Try to note what we have explained. When you read it and you follow the class very well, you will understand everything, inshallah ta'ala. So we have told us that adjective ending in an, it is alif and lam, do not accept and win. Like kaslanu, lazy, jaw'anu, hungry, atoshanu, thirsty, and gobanu, angry, mal'anu, full. Anta jaw'an, are you hungry? La, no. Ana atoshan, I'm thirsty. Ana jaw'an, I'm hungry. لماذا المدرس غضبان اليوم? Why is the teacher angry today? الكوكب ملآن, the cup, sorry, الكوب ملآن, the cup is what? Is full. الكوب ملآن, the cup is full. We have new words. اللغة, which is the language. الطائر, the bird. جوعان, the طائر, the bird. جوعان, hungry. غضبان, angry. شهير, famous. اليوم, the day. عطشان, thirsty. العصفور, the sparrow. المدينة, the city. كسلان, lazy. ملآن, filled. اليوم, today. أين المدرس? Where is the teacher? هو في الفصل, he is in the classroom. وأين المدرس الجديد? And where is the new teacher? So we have المدرس الجديد, the new teacher, which is المدرس is منعوت, while الجديد is نعت. Both have alif and lam, both have dhamma. So should notice all that, inshallah ta'ala. So if you have any question, so all this we have learned this before, inshallah. Just read it, note it very well. Note the case here. Ana fil madrasati al-thanawiyya. I am in the secondary school. Al-madrasati is man'ut. Al-thanawiyya is not. We can see that both have kasra. Here, ذهب الرجل الفقير إلى الوزير. The poor man went to the minister. We can see that both have dhamma. الرجل الفقير. جلس الطالب الجديد خلف حامد. The new student sat in front of Hamid. We have dhamma on talib, at-talibu, which is mani'ut. We also have dhamma on al-jadid, which is not, new student. We have السكين الكبير حاد جدا الجديد حاد جدا. The new knife is very sharp, or the big knife, al-kabir is the big. So the translation is contrary to the Arabic text. So it should be as-sikin al-jadid, not al-kabir. So if it is al-kabir, it should be the big, not the new. So we have man hadha al-walad al-qasir, who is this short boy? Huwa ibn al-mudarris al-jadid, he is son of the new teacher. So we can say that they have both case in man'at and al-man'ut. So if you have any question now, you are free. So, but before we end the class, so we can say Ruqayya mudarrisatun jadidatun is a new teacher, because mudarrisatun is a feminine, jadidatun is also a feminine. Khadija talibatun qadima is an old student. So an old student. So we have qadimatun as old, which is na'at for taliba, which is mani'ut. Khadijatu mubtada, talibatun khabar, mani'ut. Qadimatun is na'at, because mani'ut here, which is khabar, mani'ut here is having tanween at the end. So qadimatun should also have tanween, be done. So they have to have the same thing, the same case, the same gender, the same definite or indefinite article, and as well they have to conform in singular or plural form. So Hashimun Fallahun Kabir. Hashim is what? Is a big farmer. We have Mubtada Hashim Fallah, which is khabar, and it is also mani'ut. Then we have Kabirun as what? As Na'at. So I think we are good to end the class for today. If you have any question, you can ask. Do you have any question?
Now, so my question is very simple, sir. What man who and already the who we just did now?
Okay. The usage is different. When I say man anta, it means who are you? Who are you? In that sentence, in that sentence, I'm asking question. For example, I'm not adding an information about an already established sentence. When you say alladhi is in al-jumla al-i'tiradiyya. Jumla i'tiradiyya, or we call it jumla bayaniyya. So explanatory sentence, that is a sentence that is adding information about an already established sentence. When I say at-talibu mujtahidun, at-talibu kharaja min al-fasli, the student went out of the class. So I want to add information about the student. I will say at-talibu alladhi kharaja min alladhi najaha fil ikhtibar, the student that passed in the examination, or that passed the examination. So I'm adding information about the student. So kharaja min al-fasl al-an, just left the class now. So when I say the student just left the class, you know it is a complete sentence. But when I say alladhi najaha fil ikhtibar, that passed the examination, so I'm adding information, additional information to the al-mutada. So mostly alladhi comes after mubtada. So mostly, or after a noun, alladhi comes after a noun. So it is adding information about the noun. I hope you understand.
I understand, sir. So that means we cannot use that man in where we are supposed to use already.
You cannot use already where you use already. You cannot use already where you use man.
Okay.
Yeah, usage different.
Okay, thank you.
Barakallahu fikum. Any other question? طيب. If there is no any question, we can end the class now. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك